Good evening and thank you for joining us for KREM 2 News at 5. I'm Mark Hanrahan. Whitney is off tonight. Our top story tonight, a Spokane man was killed after a plane crash in Clearwater County yesterday morning. Now the man's family and friends are remembering who they call a great father and coach. KREM 2's Nathan Yudd had a chance to speak with those family and friends. He joins us live in the newsroom tonight with more. Nathan?
Well, it's a very sad story. A well-known member of Spokane's lacrosse community, Brian O'Rourke, died after crashing his plane in Clearwater County. The Clearwater County Sheriff's Office also tells me 2 of his sons were in the plane with him. Those 2 sons were taken by helicopter to Sacred Heart Hospital. Zach Malahan has known Brian O'Rourke for more than 5 years.
His departure will leave a giant hole in the community.
O'Rourke's passing still hasn't hit him.
It's still sinking in. It's not something that, you can really comprehend.
Late Wednesday morning, the Clearwater County Sheriff's Office says they located a small Cessna plane that crashed in a remote area. The Sheriff's Office found O'Rourke's body in that plane.
Brian's one of those guys that he transforms boys into men through the coaching process, and he builds character.
Friends and family describe O'Rourke as a family man who was well invested in the lacrosse community. O'Rourke was an assistant lacrosse coach at Gonzaga Prep. He also was a number of boards in the community, including Spokane Youth Lacrosse and the Chesterton Academy of Notre Dame in North Spokane. Malahan was founding board members with O'Rourke.
It's going to take 6 to 8 people to fill in the holes that, all of the jobs that Brian did. He was that kind of guy with his passion and his zeal and his energy.
Malahan describes O'Rourke as a selfless man who loved everyone.
He's not somebody to blame somebody else. He will take responsibility, and just his ability, to forgive and love people.
A statement from the O'Rourke family to KREM 2 says, quote, Brian was an adored husband, father, friend, coach, and mentor in Spokane. His passion for lacrosse began simply as a love of the game, but as he had his own children, he saw competitive sport as a means to unite mind, body, and soul on a path to virtue. The family tells me that both sons who are in the plane with Brian are okay. They were discharged from the hospital. In the newsroom, Nathan Yudd, KREM 2 News.
All right, Nathan, thank you very much. Now taking a look at tonight's other top stories, we now know the identity of a woman killed in a hit and run in downtown Spokane. The Spokane County Medical Examiner identified the woman as 78-year-old Janet Mann. Tuesday afternoon, police say they found Mann laying face down in the road at Brown and Main. She was taken to the hospitals but ultimately died from her injuries. The medical examiner ruled her death as an accident. The driver left the scene and has not been located. We reached out to Mann's family and they gave us the following statement. It reads, quote, Janet was well known as a passionate advocate for children and parents. She leaves a lasting legacy in the field of attachment theory. Most of all, she made every day better for anyone lucky enough to be around her. We are devastated by the loss of her and grateful that she was ours, unquote. A man was arrested in East Central Spokane Saturday after he assaulted a woman who police say was trying to help him. According to Spokane police, a woman was driving by Napa and Trent Avenue when 28-year-old Robert Fisher stumbled across the road, falling in the middle of traffic. Police say she called 911 and went to help Fisher, giving him a bottle of water. Police say soon after, Fisher started strangling the woman before another driver pulled Fisher off of her. Shortly after, Fisher was booked into the Spokane County Jail for second-degree assault. Now to an update on the brush fire that is still burning in South Spokane County. Evacuations have been lifted for some parts and downgraded for others for the Grove fire. The area shaded in green is now under a level 1 evacuation order, which means be ready. There's no video here, but the fire started Tuesday afternoon and has burned 74 acres along with 7 outbuildings. It is now 25% contained. We still don't know the official cause of the fire. A much different story in Chelan County, where the Pioneer Fire has exploded overnight. The fire grew to 1,100 acres and is burning on the north shore of Lake Chelan, about 30 miles from the city. There are new evacuation orders in place, according to Chelan County Emergency Management. There are now level 2 evacuations for the area shaded in yellow. That starts at Meadow Creek to the edge of Rex Creek. Level 1 evacuations have been issued for the areas in green. The level 3 evacuations remain in place for the Rex Creek area. We will continue to track these as the fire develops. All right, let's talk weather now with Chief Meteorologist Jeremy Lagoon. Jeremy, quite the nice day today, 80 degrees, plenty of sunshine. Are we tracking more fire risk in terms of weather in the days to come?
Yeah, it looks like tomorrow brings it back. It's not as bad as it was, say, Tuesday, but it's still bad enough that you shouldn't have any burn piles. You should be very vigilant when it comes to controlling your campfire, things like that. Look at the anemometer, barely spinning, a far cry from where it's been the past couple of days, and a far cry from where we've been the past couple of days in terms of temperatures. We're back up to 80, 81 in fact, and with a light wind, this winds up being the peak day of the week. We've got a storm sitting off the coast that's going to make its way through southern British Columbia. As that moves in and tracks about like that, what winds up happening is it brings us a round of wind and then rain. Tomorrow, we'll see sunny skies to start today, but increasing cloud cover throughout puts us at mostly cloudy by the time the sun goes down. Our strongest wind is going to be in the morning, but it still persists through much of the day. Saturday, we start out with a few scattered showers and breezy winds. Then it turns into more isolated showers and pop-up thunderstorms in the afternoon. But once again, we hang on to some of that gustier wind. By the time we hit Sunday, things start calming down, mostly sunny in mid-60s, but getting there, very windy. Tomorrow, 74 and breezy means an increased fire threat across the region.
All right, good to know, Jeremy. Thank you very much. Spokane Valley Councilman Al Merkel is facing another investigation for alleged misconduct and violating city regulations. Councilwoman Jessica Yeager formally lodged a complaint about Merkel's behavior. Yeager is accusing Merkel of using a private Nextdoor account for city business, which is in violation of Washington's Public Records Act. Yeager is also accusing Merkel of blocking users and deleting posts on social media, which she says hinders transparency and public engagement. This all comes more than a month after Merkel was cleared of legal wrongdoing in a separate investigation. Merkel responded to the complaint today, saying in an email, quote, "This is a continuation of a politically motivated attempt by city staff and the council to distract from the public the issues that really matter," unquote. And happening right now, the Idaho GOP convention is kicking off at the Coeur d'Alene Resort. The three-day event features several different workshops and committee meetings. Guest registration is $25. There are also several free workshops you can sign up for.
I've had a great 2 years. Hopefully I'm going to have another great 2 years. And based on the meeting we just had and our executive committee meeting, we have a lot of great people that have been working together to move forward this conservative Republican Party that we have in the state.
To view that full schedule, you can head to the Idaho GOP website. New at 5 tonight, car dealer Finley Automotive Group says it was hit by a cybersecurity attack. The company operates in Nevada, Utah, Arizona, Washington, and Idaho, including 3 stores right here in the inland Northwest. In a statement, the group said certain areas of its IT systems were targeted. They are working with law enforcement and cybersecurity experts to try to fix the problem. All of their locations are still open, but their sales and service are restricted right now.